What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dan in the building. Another game, another loss. We're in a bad way, man. The Mavericks fall 104 to 119 to Memphis Grizzlies, man. No Luka, no Kai, no Ja, no Bane. We got our rings, team. We're here to talk about it.
Hey, what's going on, fam? Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your boy John. Go ahead and grab yourself some to drink, sit back, relax, and let that be known. Sports.
We're slowly digging our grave, man. Every game, one thing that we are realizing, there's been a lot that we have learned throughout these losses, and a lot of people have been exposed, including Jason Kidd and a lot of the role players that people had held in high regard. Jason Kidd can't coach. And we wasn't really sure. A lot of us, I was saying, that he's not that good X's and O's and he's not that good strategist. Jason Kidd is more of a good game-to-game adjuster. But for his like in-game adjustments, rotations, out of timeout plays is generally just gonna be some pick and roll, some form of a pick and roll. That's generally what Kidd is. And then the players we have, man, no one on the floor has IQ. Like Luka and Kyrie, they are the team. Like, and when I mean they are the team, they make everything better. Like they cover up for Kidd lack of coaching. Like these guys were not ready to play, man. As a coach, when you know that you're down your two best players, your job is to find out how can I maximize these guys until we get someone back. Kidd is essentially playing the same way that we play when we have Luka on the floor. We run a ton of screen and roll action, but we don't have playmaking. So it's pointless to run it. That's why Memphis don't run a ton of screen action because they don't have playmaking. It would be pointless for Memphis to come out and do pick and roll, and you don't have playmaking. They do off-ball action. Like, that's good coaching. Like Taylor Jenkins, brilliant. Like, I don't have someone who can just crazy play make, so I'm not gonna put them in a pick and roll and let you blitz the pick and roll. Now he's stuck with the ball, like Dallas are. When the big shows hard on the pick and roll, the person with the ball, it's gonna be a turnover. Like I thought Spencer Dinwiddie IQ was higher than what it is. The way he talks, thought his IQ was higher. PJ IQ isn't too high. Clay IQ isn't too high. Like nobody on the floor has a high IQ. Like nobody. Like once again, we come to this same realization. And yeah, I know we're gonna get there because I seen it too. We come to the same realization. We get away from what's working in the first half and we totally abandon it in the second half. Now, attacking coming downhill was working for Dallas. Dallas started to settle for threes, and it didn't help that the Memphis Grizzlies shot 35 free throws. Dallas shot 15. They got 20 more free throws. And then 2 on top of that, Jason Kidd refused to double Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, just refused to double. He just let the guy go one-on-one all night long. He didn't force no one else to beat us. Like, that's what I mean, like, poor coaching. Knowing that you're shorthanded. Like, you can't overcome. There's no one who could cancel out Jaren Jackson's points. Jaren Jackson had 35 points. You don't have a guy on the floor now that can give you 35, that can cancel his points out. You don't have that. So you can't afford to give up 35 points. You just can't. Because you don't have the scoring. You just don't have the scoring, man. Like, you just... I mean... everything else wasn't as bad. Like, we was pretty close in turnovers.
It was even in turnovers, I think.
No, they had 13, we had 15. We had more blocks, they had more steals. We had one more assist than they did.
Nah, it's 15. Each one will have 15.
They got 13 turnovers.
Mine's showing something different. Let me check a difference there.
This one, they got 13 turnovers. We got 15 turnovers. We lost on the glass.
Okay. Yeah, ESPN got it wrong there. Okay. Yeah.
We lost on the glass. And another game we have with no one on our team scored over 20 points. No one. I think the highest was 17.
PJ.
PJ IQ was low. Like, he's getting good looks driving the ball. Instead, he continues to jack up threes. Najee Marshall was doing a good job of driving. He stopped driving. Spencer Dinwiddie only gave us 6 points in 30 minutes. Don't know why we went away from Grimes. Grimes was doing pretty good. Jaden Hardy was doing good until he started turning the ball over. When it rains, it pours. Gafford twists his ankle. There go another injury. You're talking about a team self-destructing, and it has nothing to do with anybody. Like self-destruction. Like, and I honestly think right now, man, we're probably the worst basketball team in the NBA. I would pick.
I won't go that strong.
I think it'll even be a struggle to beat Brooklyn. Who would you pick us to beat? Right now, this is guaranteed. Who would you pick us to beat? Just give me a team. Who would you pick us to say, you know what, we'll beat
them? I think New Orleans, man. I think New Orleans. It'll be.
I've been hoping. CJ McCollum has been on a tear.
Man, they're only on a 2-game winning streak, man.
But they have one thing that we don't have, and that's consistent scoring. Someone they can rely on. We don't have no one that we can rely on. That's why I said I don't put us above. We can be anybody because we don't have that score that we like. You know what? Like Memphis had a consistent score. Like we can rely on Jaren Jackson. When things got tough for them, they went to Jaren Jackson. Like we can rely on him getting a good shot. Dallas don't have that. We don't have no one that we can say, you know what? Things are tough. Let's run it through him. We don't have that. Even bad teams have a guy that they can go to and be like, you know what? Guy's a bucket. We don't have that. We have a bunch of hoping and praying that somebody gets hot. And then we know once they get hot, we go away from it.
Seems like we only had one person that got hot tonight, and that was Jaden Hardy. But then he turned around and erased it with all these turnovers.
I mean, Grimes had started going on the roll, and then they just went away from him. And I'm like,
4-13, man.
I'm like, man,
yeah, he went 4-13.
I don't know. Man, we in a bad way. And I told people that, man.
I'm thoroughly confused about this starting five tonight. What sense does that make?
I didn't have a problem with it. The only issue I had was the rotations. Like, I had an issue with the rotations because, like, you started off going very big, right? Which was cool. We got off to a good start. And then you come in, you go very small. So now,
Smalls is on the bench.
They kicking our tail on the glass. And so I'm like, if you're gonna do that, now you're in a position to where you have to play someone like Powell. Like, you have to put him out there with the second unit. Like, you have to, because just for sake of rebounding. Because now you have predominantly nothing but Smalls out here with one center.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they getting second chance points. Now you're struggling. And so that was the biggest thing I had. Like, okay, if you're gonna do that, make sure you make the adjustment by inserting Powell and say, hey, Powell, you're going in with the second unit. But so now I got Gafford and I got Powell in there who can help me rebound.
And that's why you don't do that. If no other reason, you don't. That's why you don't do that. With your roster already depleted as it is, you don't come out here and pull something like that.
Well, it was either that or start then with it.
Start Grimes. He didn't even start Grimes.
Well, I know. Well, if you don't have, who you gonna take out?
Kleber started. He started Kleber, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, D Live, and Clay.
I mean, it was good, but it just burned us in the second end because you didn't have nothing to go to. But the biggest issue tonight. You let Jaren Jackson have his way. This is the biggest issue. Like, above all, everything that happened in this game, and there's many things that went awry this game that we can just point our finger to. But this has to be the biggest one. You let Jaren Jackson Jr. play 1-on-1 seemingly every time down the floor.
And he kept switching a smaller, and they were switching it instead of sticking with them.
Not only that, if you're going to switch it, send the double. Get the ball out of his hands and say, hey, you're not going to beat us. You send the double and get it out of his hands. And you force the other role players to have to, hey, let's see if he can score 30.
Well, this is...
And shout out to Taylor Jenkins, a wonderful coach. And I've always been a fan of him. He did not play Edey no more because he knew that he could kill Dallas if he goes small.
Yeah.
Dallas was killing them with Edey in the game because we essentially didn't have to guard him.
Yep.
And he was clogging up the paint, which was hurting Jaren Jackson Jr. driving because now the paint is cluttered because you're big in here and now everybody's in here. So what you do? You spread them out. Now Lively's in a tough situation because now he's guarding a 3-point shooter and he's trying to come and help. So now he's trying to time it right. Like, do I come over? When do I come over?
Pulling them out. Yep.
And so, like, brilliant coaching.
Oh, so he was actually coaching. Okay.
Brilliant coaching. Like, brilliant. You recognize it like, oh, Jaren Jackson can't get out because the paint crowded. Let me pull him out. Let me put a shooter in there. Now you put us in a compromising situation. And then I don't understand this for the life of me. The fast break, when we're running fast break, I never seen a more dumber team on a fast break. That's why I say the IQ of this team.
This is elementary on how to run the. They can't run the break, man.
The IQ of this team is so low. Like Dallas had so many opportunities because we had so many fast break opportunities. We either threw the ball away or we went down, we smoked layups, or we just completely just lost the ball.
It's like when we get a loose ball, it turns into hot potato. Instead of making sure
God, I can't catch it.
Like, you didn't see this guy right here? Right on my hip?
We throw a full court pass to the other team, and I'm like, y'all cannot be this bad.
Oh, like, we driving in here, and it's 3 dudes in this paint, and we driving right into them.
Or we driving without a purpose. Like, you get so deep in the paint, now you're trying to force a pass out. I'd rather you just shoot the darn ball.
Bruh.
Or Spencer Dinwiddie calling for a screen, and he doesn't do anything with the screen.
That Joker shot 3 times tonight.
Lively comes, set the screen. Instead of Dinwiddie attacking off the screen, he pulls it back out the screen. And I said, what was the purpose for the screen? Why did you call for it?
Just to say he did the screen.
If you just wasn't going to attack off the screen, why did you call for it? Nico. Hey, yo.
Hey. Go on, make them call, homie.
I ain't seen Nico in a minute. I ain't seen him. He known to be at the home. I ain't seen him at the home games either. When we played the Cavs, I didn't see him at the home game.
Hey,
Nico.
Hey.
Anybody seen it?
Him and Luka stayed back and was like, hey, Luka, let's figure this out.
Hey, man. Hey, dog.
Hey, Luka, Kyrie, let's figure this out.
Hey, man. Put the coach on the trading block, too. Hey, dog. What Money Mike say? Everything must go.
Let's go.
Maybe even you. That's how Nico need to be walking into practice. He need to walk in just like Money Mike. When Dallas practice, he need to walk in and tell him, man, everything must go. And point to kid and say, maybe even you. Y'all better be looking. I ain't got no Money Mike sound bite right now, boy.
Man, this is awful. This is awful, but I believe in Nico. Nico got something cooking. He got something brewing, man.
It's awful, guys. It's awful, man.
This is not gonna work.
And it's not awful because we losing. It's awful on the way that we're playing. It's like we're not playing sound basketball. I can understand if we play a team and they just got more talent on the floor than us. I can understand that. Like when we played the Cavs just had more talent on the floor. We just couldn't combat the talent. When you have both of your superstars out, that's understandable. You're gonna run against teams that just got more talent. When you got almost 60 points sitting on the bench, like you're gonna run into teams that's just gonna have more firepower. But a team like tonight that was missing Ja, Bang, Marcus Smart, and you come in and you lose like this because your IQ low. PJ, put your head down, drive. Najee, drive.
Then with it, do something.
Then with it, just don't play. Because you're getting torched on defense. I would rather just play the rookie tonight, be square biz with you. Williams, I'd rather just play Williams. Or Omax. I would just play one of them.
And that's another. Why they didn't play Omax? He has length.
Got kid.
That's another person that crash boards, get loose balls.
But his motor. And that's a person that you can use for the fouls. Like,
that's another 6 fouls.
And to be honest with you, tonight was a perfect game for Morris to play. Like, we needed like someone
all hands on deck.
Well, we need IQ, like someone that can say, "Hey,
force.
hey, no, get him the ball." We need that on the floor. Like, we're missing that. Like, I kept telling people, and people was mad at me on social media, and I went back and I found those posts and I messaged them because I'm petty like that. I went back and it was some time. It was when Luka first got hurt, and I said, "Man, we in trouble." Oh man, y'all be panicking. I said, "No, I'm telling you because I know basketball." I said, we in trouble. Kyrie not playing. Not knowing that Kyrie probably was hurt at the time, but Kyrie wasn't playing well at that time. And I said, man, we not good. Like, we in a bad way. I said, you just don't know how Luka makes this team look. Like, he makes this team look like a bunch of all-stars. Like, we was like, those guys look amazing with Luka on the floor and Kyrie on the floor. They look amazing. And you really see the value of a guy like Luka. Like, right now, we have zero playmaking. None. We have zero playmaking. If a team want to beat us, just trap us because we can't pass out of it. And then Najee Marshall. I didn't think I would have to say this, fam. If someone is pressing you up the floor, I think I had to say this because y'all are pro basketball players. I think I didn't say this, but apparently I got to say it because your coach ain't gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
If someone is pressing you up the floor, and it's a quicker guard, right, which could be more difficult to dribble against, right? He's up in your hip pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He's counting your dribbles, trying to time your dribbles. The best way to negate him doing that is not you being patient. You have to attack. Straight line drive. You have to attack. You have to attack him. And then if he's guarding you, you have to either post him up, and this is where IQ comes in. You have to post him up, or if you're handling the ball, just go straight line drive. In order for him to reach for the ball, he's going to have to come through your body.
Facts.
But when you're being patient, now it works to his favor. Now he can sit there, he can count your dribbles,
mm-hmm.
and he can time and knock the ball out.
Pick the spaces.
Watch Luka play. He's a master at it. When they put small guards on him, Luka, straight line drive attack. Straight line. He does it every time.
Yep. And then he do that slow.
And then once he get into the paint, he slows down, knowing that he's gonna probably help. So he's reading the floor. If he comes over help, lob. If he doesn't help, layup. If the help comes from this corner, pass. Like, go and watch Luka play. It's a master class. He shows you how to play against every style of defender. Like, when they put tenacious guys on them and stuff like that, just go watch them. I mean, he did it last time he played Memphis. Like, watch what he did to like Marcus Smart. Watch what he did to a lot of those defenders.
Fouled him out.
They end up fouling because in order for him to get the ball, he has to come through his body.
Facts.
Because you're straight line driving. Now, if you got a bigger guy on you, you don't want a straight line drive because down there works in the bigger guy's favor. Because he's taller than you. He's just going to ride with you and wait for you to go up, and now he's going to either contest it or block it. Now, what you want out of the bigger guy is you want him to get his feet moving. I like what Luka does to Rudy Gobert, stuff like that. He gets him to moving and changing directions. I hate to have to do this, man, because you guys are pros. If you have a bigger guy on you, man, and this is pros, is for anybody. The way to be the bigger guy is you have to pull him out and you have to get him to change in directions. That makes him uncomfortable. The way you negate a smaller guy, you just straight line drive.
Take it to him.
Straight line drive, man. And you want to get him on your shoulder here. Straight line drive, you want to drive just like this with him on your shoulder. In order for him to reach that ball, he's going to have to come through my body.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he reaches for it, what Luka does, he picks it up, rips right underneath his arms.
Foul.
And
1.
You do that a couple times, he chill out.
Or foul out.
Or they're going to switch. Like, come on, guys. Like, this is why it's frustrating, man, because the IQ, man. The IQ. This is why it's so frustrating, man, for people, man, for us fans that are watching, because it's simple stuff. Like this isn't stuff that
you learn.
Yeah, this is stuff you learn, in high school, man. Like this is simple stuff that they're missing up, man. Just low IQ plays, man. Like, come on, dog. Like, really? Come on, man. You're not shooting the 3 ball well. You keep shooting the 3s. Like, that's IQ. Like, man, we're in a bad way, man. We're in a bad way. And I hate our commentating. I hate it, man. I
You don't
hate
like
it, man.
old Derek Harper.
I hate old snub-nosed Derek Harper. I can't stand him. I don't know who he commentating for half of the game. I don't know whose side he on. Oh, Jaren Jackson, boy, he's amazing, boy. Look at what he's doing. I'm like, cuz, who are you commentating for? And then when I switch over and go listen to Memphis commentate, they commentate on their players. They are not big enough. Like, if it's a good play, oh, that's a good play. But to sit there and big up a guy that's not on your team, man. I don't understand, man. I don't understand what's going on here. I mean, I understand what's going on. I ain't gonna say that. I'll be lying to you. I completely understand what's going on here. You have 2 guys who were out of this world, especially Luka with his IQ. Like, he covered a multitude of things. And Kyrie with his scoring, his potent scoring ability, and his leadership, and his IQ as well. Like, you have those 2 guys out, and it just exposes everything. Like, it ain't holes, it's a field. Like, it's the Grand Canyon. The coach look lost. The players look lost. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, we not running no sets. Like, the only set we're running is the high ball screen with Derek Lively Gafford.
This is the perfect time if you're going to actually run a lot of sets. You run it when you don't have your playmakers. That's what the sets are really for.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, we didn't run horns. We didn't run Chicago. We ain't ran the Spain pick and roll, and I don't know how long,
bruh.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not looking good. Like I kept saying, like, I don't think we beat anybody. I don't think we beat anybody. I don't think we're gonna beat CJ McCollum. I don't think we're gonna beat Brandon Ingram. Them. I don't think we're gonna beat them.
Yeah, the more I think about it, man,
Just out of sheer IQ, just sheer smarts, just smarts. Like your level for mistakes are low. Like you don't have a lot of room for mistakes. And I think we got duped by the refs tonight for sure, right? The foul on PJ for the 3, like that was bogus. Like there was no contact, if any minimum, as they like to say, marginal contact.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shouldn't have been a foul. Jeremy Jackson, he got fouled every time he went to the rim. When PJ was driving, he got no fouls. Memphis constantly was coming over the back.
Boy, and pushing.
Got no calls on that. Scottie Pippen Jr. was fouling multiple times. He did foul Najee Marshall. When he got his eye cut, because he was reaching and fouling. The foul happened before the eye cut.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I don't know. Not looking promising, man. You talking about the rest of for Luka? They saying if I have a chance, you talking about the rest of January? It's early January. It's January 6th.
It's the first. No, not the first. Second week in January, but still.
Like, I mean, Kyrie is essentially supposed to be back before Luka. They saying a week or two for Kai. And man,
yeah, he's dealing with a back injury too.
It ain't looking promising, man. It ain't looking promising. And now it's the time, man, to trade, man, because now you know for sure who people are. Like, you know who people are. Before, we didn't really know. But, like, now you know what Jaden Hardy is.
Yeah. You know what he is at this point.
Jaden Hardy, he's an undersized 2 guard that's not good on defense. And that hurts him in the long run because he can't really play his natural position. Like Dallas have to put him in that point so he won't be a liability on the defensive end. But he's really a 2 guard. But he can't play 2 because he's not going to be able to guard anybody. So
tragic.
We didn't, and then Derek Harper, old snub nose. Snub nose tell us, oh, it's got to get better. When, Snub?
He need to go back to the Mavs TV studio, man. I think that's more suited for him than he for this instead of the live broadcast, man. Go on, bring Devin Harris.
Devin Harris out there, man. Oh, it's got to get better. Like, it ain't gonna keep raining. Who told you that?
Got to put your hands on, man.
Who told you, like, oh yeah, it's got to get better sooner or later? Bro, this is basketball. Bro, it can get worse. And it can get worse fast.
We're in 6th place right now. On our way to 7th.
We're gonna be in 7 or 8. Pretty soon we're gonna. By the
time
Luka come back.
Good thing Clippers lost tonight, so we didn't lose no ground there. But still,
I think we're gonna be almost dead last by the time Luka come back. I don't see us winning the game.
Let me see.
I honestly don't see us winning the game.
Let me see here.
When we look at our schedule, we got the Lakers tomorrow. We're gonna lose that. We got Portland. We're gonna lose against Portland. We're gonna lose both of them games against Denver. We got Pelicans. We're gonna lose that. We not beating none of these teams, man.
Yeah, we got about a good 13 games before February.
We're gonna lose all 13 of those. We're gonna be dead last when they come back. We're losing all 13 of those games. With this coaching and
We
this
ain't
low,
gonna beat Washington.
nope. And the playmaking.
Charlotte.
Heck no. LaMelo Ball never finna go wow. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and that young fella Miller, they finna go berserk on this. Like, they have a place that, like, people don't understand, like, how powerful it is to have a place to go with the ball. Like, we don't have a place that we can go with the ball. Like, there's no place that we can go and say, hey, you know, create something, do something for us.
Mm-hmm.
The team is struggling. Those other teams have a place to go when the team is struggling. Dallas don't have a place to go. And then when they do have a place to go, they go away from it. Low IQ.
So let me ask you this: if these next 13 games, before Luka can come back or projected to come back,
Well, Kai should be back before Luka, though.
yeah. So Kyle's supposed to be out 2 weeks. So let's just say half of those.
So Kai probably gonna miss by 7 games, 8 games.
So about 7, 8 games. So at one point, if we're gonna slide like that, do you go to team tank?
If we get to the bottom of the of the West, I'm tanking and I'm trading.
So let's put a time frame on it. When do you think Nico's gonna do something? Give it a week, 2 weeks, couple days.
I mean, the way he moving now, I don't know, man. Because if I'm Nico, I would have been and done something. If I still got hope in the season, I would have been and made a move and try to make a splash move to try to keep us afloat. I would have been and try to get a Cam Johnson or something like that to try to keep the team afloat in the midst of this month. But he's slow playing it like, bro, you don't see the way this team playing? This team ain't playing good competitive ball. Like, they playing hard, but they playing stupid. So, like, this team ain't gonna win, man. And they're not gonna win because they're gonna beat themselves. They're gonna turn the ball over. It's gonna be a bunch of fouls. It's gonna be a bunch of ill-advised shots. Like, and then you have a coach who just ain't gonna do nothing to help him. He don't double when he need to double. Shoot. Like, drop into a 32 zone sometime. Like, just do different stuff. Like, when you have a team like this, you have to try everything in the book because you just don't have the talent.
No, they ain't got nothing to do with that either. Never mind.
Like, so Nico's slow playing it. I know he wanted to wait closer to the, deadline.
Hey, wait till the deadline. We're gonna be dead.
But we're gonna be dead, and it's gonna be a straight line. I ain't lying. Boy, we in a bad way. And if Nico don't do something within the next couple of days, it ain't gonna be worth bringing Luke and Kai back. Within a month, you're gonna be dead, and you're gonna have to dang near kill Luke and Kai just to try to get into the play-in.
Yeah.
Not the playoff, the play-in. You're gonna play. You're gonna play your heart out just to get into the play-in. If you dig yourself a hole like that. Because you're gonna have to dang near be perfect.
Well, I ain't used to seeing this many L's on this record, that schedule, man. especially like just when last time we had like a 5-game losing streak? The Mavs had a 5-game losing streak.
We ain't never had that.
That's what maybe like rookie year for Dirk or something like that. Maybe.
I mean, we have some, but like I'm talking about like this year, just 4 games.
No, I ain't talking about this year. I'm just saying like in the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Well, we had some bad seasons. I ain't gonna cap to you. We had a lot of all them seasons we weren't making the playoffs. We had some bad seasons.
But I don't think it was ever like a 5-game losing streak.
No, maybe not 5, but a smart team would have won tonight. Like a smart team, smart coach would have won tonight.
And then it's like the way we are up, we're getting out on these teams. It's one thing if they getting you from start to finish.
Like we got out on Cleveland, like got out on them, went up 10 points. They say, here come the stupid stuff. Here it come.
All of them. Matter of fact, all of them. Portland we got out on. Sac we got out on. Houston not so much.
We got out on Houston.
We got out on Houston. Got out on Cleveland, but we knew that wasn't gonna last.
But with good coaching, we possibly could have pulled that game out.
Possibly could have pulled it out. And then Memphis got out on them, and the same result. They all end in the same result. We get out starting good, and then third quarter we get done.
It comes when the rotations matter. And when in-game adjustment matters, like Taylor Jenkins tonight made in-game adjustments. Jason Kidd, no in-game adjustments, none.
So tomorrow night we're on national TV. Finna get spanked.
Finna be embarrassed. Flex us, please.
And with the early game, 6:30.
Oh man, please flex us. Nobody want to see. Nobody
ain't finna flex us. We can get a prime time butt whooping here.
Anthony Davis for to have his way in there because Kid ain't doubling. I'll tell you that now. Kid is not doubling.
It's gonna be over at halftime, Doc. I'm asking to play about 20 minutes.
Austin Reeves gonna go off. Dorian Finney-Smith probably gonna drop 20.
Y'all should have came and got me.
I mean, we can do Dorian Finney-Smith now. We need scoring.
I ain't saying now, but I'm just saying. But
Dallas need to go. They need to go get a scorer. They need a bucket getter. Like they need a bucket getter, a guy who could just flat out just score the ball. That's why I said like a Cam Johnson, a guy who can go out and get you 20. They need that.
Man,
we need a guy who can consistently get 20. Cam Johnson's consistently now getting about 20 points a game. We need that.
Yeah,
man, it is what it is, man. Sad day for Mav Nation, man. Had high hopes this season, man, and it's almost pissed down the drain, man. We'll see what every morning I wake up. I hope I see trade, but I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing.
Emotional, damn it.
Oh man.
It's a sad day, boy. It's a sad day. This when you wish you had a coach like Popovich.
Shout out to Popovich, man. Hope he, recovering well, man.
Or Spoelstra, somebody who can just take less talent and just
get the best out of it,
get the most out of it. Shoot, this is where you miss Rick Carlisle. Like, those teams play hard as heck.
That's why I said I don't remember a 5-game losing streak.
Rick Carlisle teams play hard. We didn't have no talent, but god dang it, we play hard. Like before we got Luka and we going through that little drought of looking for a star, like we play hard.
Bro, we look like a pickup team right now.
That's why I said that. I said, boy, look like a regular team out there. The way we turn this ball over, and we don't look like a pro team.
Through IQ to the wind.
0 IQ.
We don't need this.
Shoot, he passed it to me. I can't grab it. Boy, I ain't never seen a team that can't catch the ball, boy.
Now, or when they catch it, it's like such a rush to get it to somebody.
Hey, I passed it to you. Look. Like, God, dog.
You like you nimwit.
You see the guy not looking. Why did you throw the ball?
It's like such a rush. Okay, you at this level and you can't bring the ball up court, even until you can get to a ball handler.
Not only bring it up, just make a sound decision. If a guy's not looking, 9 times out of 10, he's not ready to catch the ball.
Not they don't care about that. I gotta get this out of my hands.
But man, y'all, it is what it is, man. We'll be here reporting on it, man. Reporting on it.
Hey, we're gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna stick beside him. That's my team.
We can't just be fans when it's during the good times, man. We gotta be fans.
I ain't no fair weather fan.
We can't be, we'll be fans in the dark times such as this, man. But yeah, man. So hopefully it turns around, but we'll see, man.
We'll see if they can hold on, man. If they can stay afloat, man. That's all we're asking is try to stay afloat.
Hold on to that ever changing.
Man, but man, y'all continue to tune in here, man. Remember, like, share, subscribe, man. We love y'all out there, man. Continue to rock with us, man. Peace out, man. Somebody call me up.